Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. We're here in Tyson's 2. I hope you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I had a great Thanksgiving with the family. We always, our tradition is, we basically have like a dinner-ish and then we go see a movie. So we went to go see Wakanda Forever, which was really good. It was also extremely long. I did not expect it to be that long. Like, we came out of the movies and I was like, wow, it's like 3 hours later. But anyways, today, had a late start. Have some breakfast with the leftovers and whatnot. And now here we are in Tyson's 2. There is a $2 peak pay going on until about 1:30, I think. Now, our first order here is from Street Green, 925, 304 miles. But before getting this, I've been basically not doing anything for a while. It's been pretty slow. Luckily, parking isn't as bad in Tyson's 2, but I would assume it's terrible in normal Tyson's. So we'll see what happens. Let's get this picked up. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're back in the Dash Mobile. The food was ready here from Street Green, which is always awesome. Now, it's not the best order, but to be honest, it's the best one that I've seen in 20 minutes. I'm getting a lot of orders going into Maryland. We're going really far out of the zone or from the mall. And I'm sure right now the mall is extremely chaotic. I wonder if I can even find a spot later when I go for Macy's. Probably not. I highly doubt it. I feel like I'm gonna have to park either in the garage and walk into the mall or something. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully you guys had a wonderful Thanksgiving day with your family, your loved ones. I had a great time. I love Thanksgiving. It's my favorite holiday, and it was different yesterday. Because you could never say this again, probably. I mean, and for some people they don't care because they don't watch soccer like that. But to watch the World Cup and NFL games on Thanksgiving Day, awesome. Absolutely awesome. Now, Vikings won, the Bills won, and the Cowboys won, which I'm not really surprised about any of that. I'm surprised at how close the Bills game was, though. That I was surprised about that for sure. And the Vikings game was a nice back and forth, but I think in the end, the Vikings have too many weapons. It was Kirk Cousins' game to lose, and he didn't lose it. And when we talk about the Giants and the Cowboys, I mean, come on. You really expect that? Look, when I told this to Levi, and he didn't want to say it, but he knows it's true. When Saquon cannot go for over 100 yards, it's going to fall on Daniel Jones. And he can't get it done. There's so many reasons why. He doesn't have receivers. That's the most valid one. The second one is just not that guy. But, we'll see. Cannot wait to face them later down in the season. We got 2 games for them back-to-back. So, back-to-back L's here for the Giants. But anyways, today's goal, I don't even know what to expect, to be honest. When I get a second, I'm going to look at grid-wise and see what we did last year and see if we can at least match that. But I don't remember it being busy. I don't remember even if I worked. I did do some Black Friday shopping, though. But I'm not going to tell you what I got. And it's not what you guys think, which is even better. But yeah, are you guys doing any Black Friday shopping? Let me know. Put that in the comments, But yeah, traffic seems kind of light, to be honest, which is good. But I saw the traffic going into the mall. Quite the opposite of that. Quite the opposite. So we got a 5-minute drive. We'll see you guys in a bit. Let's go. Guys, we got the first order dropped off. It actually went up from 925 to 1075. So we'll take it. It was going to, man, I don't even know how to describe this place. I'm sure there's a proper term for what I'm about to try to describe, but I don't know the name of that. But it was like it was going to like a laser hair removal clinic place. They must have a lot of Black Friday deals because the lobby full of ladies waiting to get, their hair removed, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it was definitely packed in there. I forgot it was called Skin Bar. I forgot. I thought it was a house because it's one of those like I don't know. It looks like a house, but it's not a house. You open the door and there's a bunch of other doors, So I'm doing a terrible job of describing what this place was. But anyways, I don't know what's going on up ahead. Something must have just happened because there's never traffic here. And I mean never ever. For all 4 lanes to be like this, either something just happened or something is happening, or I don't know. Or maybe it's just traffic going to the mall. Jeez, that can't be it, really. I don't know. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, we are back in Tyson's 2, and we just accepted and picked up our next offer here from Wildfire. It was showing $975, 5 items, 4.2 miles. Honestly, it's not a bad order, and This is probably the last one that I could catch with the $2 peak, since that peak is gonna go away at 1:30. But I went back on Gridwise and I looked at last year. Okay, so last year, way busier, same week. Look at this, November 23rd, $327 with 48 cents. November 24th, $223 with 99 cents. Then the 25th was Thanksgiving last year. And then today, or technically last year on Friday, the Friday after Thanksgiving, I did $219 with 74 cents. Can we do that? I mean, that's gonna be my goal, $220. That'll be the goal, okay? But I also went back, and last year, November, we did over 5,000 bucks. We did $5,108 with 26 cents. So we had a busier November. That's interesting. But anyways, we're gonna see if we can make that happen also, the goal, although it's, you know, kind of running out of time. But I'm really hoping that we have some awesome days today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And I'm having app issues, which is why I haven't moved yet, because my app looks like this. Oh man, the Doordash app, the Dasher app, whatever it's called, man, this app is trash. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off, and it also went up. No, I think it went up to $12.75, so we're sitting at $23.50. Not bad for only having done 2 orders. Now I wish it was a little bit busier, but hey, you know what? I started late, didn't really know what to expect. And I woke up early, but you know, just to have breakfast with the fam, and I'm like, you know what? We're gonna go out and make a little bit of money regardless. Might as well just enjoy the time with the family. So yeah. Now we are technically out of the zone. We're like 10 minutes away. So hopefully we can do at least one more order before the Macy's drop, assuming that we get a Macy's drop. So yeah, so we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, so we were driving back to Tyson's too. We got this order right here from Crust Pizza, which was perfect because it came right before I was passing it. Normally, sometimes, you know, you get the order as you're passing the restaurant, or you gotta make a U-turn, but no, for once, it came right before I was gonna pass it, so I jumped on it. Food was ready. I think it should go up a little bit, hopefully. But after we drop this off, we're gonna drive back and then find a parking spot. I don't know how long that's gonna take for Macy's. And then I also noticed that they threw the peak pay back out again, $2 until like 3:30 or something. And then I'm assuming once 3:30 hits, they're gonna throw $2 more until 5:30, and then so on, you know. So we'll see what happens. All the the England USA game's about to start in the World Cup, so I'm pretty hyped for that. So I'm actually looking forward to parking for a little bit and just watching that. I think it'll be a great game. So we'll see what happens. We're 7 minutes away here from the drop off. Let's go. Okay guys, so we got the order from Crust Pizza dropped off, and I think it came $12.75 or $12.50. Every single order I've had today has been at least $12 or higher. And now we're trying to turn into the mall here. I typically don't go through this side of the mall, but that turn that I normally take just to get in line to turn is like 2 miles deep. I don't know what's going on, but I'm assuming everybody and their mom trying to go to the mall right now. Right, the time is 2:23. The Macy's orders don't drop until like 2:45-ish, 2:50-ish as of late. So I'm hoping that by then I can at least be parked, so I can at least be walking to the mall or something. But I've been here for at least, I don't know, at least 4 minutes by now, and it hasn't moved. So, or it's moving, you know, minimally. So that kind of sucks. But yeah, so we should see you guys hopefully in a parking spot. Okay guys, so you know, that turn was taking forever, so we're basically going an alternate direction. Oh, what what is going on, yo? What is going on in the mall right now? There's a fire truck over here. People are doing all kinds of shenanigans. Oh my god, I'm just trying to park somewhere in the mall and then just walk to Macy's. And if I gotta walk with a bunch of packages, I don't care. I'm just trying to park somewhere. But as you can see, something must have happened here in the mall, because we got the fire truck, we got an ambulance, and people are doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Now, this Tesla can't really fit in there, so I'm not blaming him for not moving. But the parking lot is also not moving next to me, so like this line isn't going anywhere. I'm just trying to park somewhere, and like I said, just walk into the mall. So yeah, hopefully we can make that a reality. It's 2:27 right now. So we still got time. I'm already here. I'm here. I'm just trying to park, you know? So yeah, anyways, we'll update you soon. Okay guys, so we are still trying to park, and looks like there was an accident right here up ahead. I don't know if you guys can see that. It looks like a Ford of some sort in a Chevy Volt. Not a Ford. Yeah, it's a Toyota. Oh yeah, definitely more than a little fender bender. That's for sure. That sucks. Now I could park right here, but I'm gonna try and park all the way up top in the food court. I think that'd be the easiest place to park, but it's also like the furthest from Macy's, and I'm okay with that. I'm just trying to park somewhere in the mall. But yeah, I didn't really know what to expect, and I guess I should have been prepared for something like this. Like, why aren't you turning, bro? It's red, but you can make a right. I'm telling you, those Maryland drivers, driving with Ty, yo, if you're watching this video, this is what I'm talking about. These are your people right here from Maryland. But anyways, we'll park eventually. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're on top right here in the mall, and I feel like everybody had my idea. Now, I'm not looking to be as close as possible to the entrance. I'm gonna look at the outer edges of this parking lot for a spot. There's gotta be a spot. You know what? I see a spot right here. Why isn't anyone parking here? Huh. Okay, I don't know what's going on right here, but is that not a spot? Yo, Tesla, back into me, bro. Hit me, please. Somebody hit this car. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, but it looks like everyone has my idea. Like, the whole point is to park. Isn't this a spot? Yo, am I blind? This looks like a spot to me right here where this car is parking or turning. But maybe, I guess it's not a spot. I don't know. Everybody and their mom is gonna be fighting for parking spots right now, and I'm just glad that we're already in the parking lot, so I can actually just go down if I don't see a spot up here, which I probably won't, because everyone that's up here is looking for parking spots. So yeah, right now, you know what? I'm just gonna try and loop around the lot just to go down to the next parking lot, which is level number 3. Because this looks pretty packed, to be honest. I don't see us finding a spot. I think the only spots that are open are like handicapped, and the ones that are left for like the police and stuff. So yeah, definitely not how I thought Macy's would go, like the Macy's drop, Again, can people just do online shopping? Isn't it easier to buy things online? Or is it the fact that you're buying it and it's right there and then? You don't have to wait for shipping. You don't have to wait for any of that. You have your item right there with you. I'm thinking that's what it's about. When I was like in high school, Black Friday was awesome. I mean, I thought it was cool. I would go with my older cousins, and after having dinner, we would go and camp out at like midnight, outside Best Buy or Walmart or whatever, and probably buy things we didn't really need. But that was in the middle of the night, not right now at 2:35 in the afternoon on a Friday. But yeah, this is not looking good, guys. It's not looking good. Wow. Okay, guys, quick update. It's 2:43, and we're still looking for a parking spot. I just don't think we're gonna find one. It's nuts, to be honest. It's insane how many people are here, and for every one car that's backing up, there's like 3 or 4 ready to go, just right behind them like sharks. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna turn my dash on, drive as close to Macy's as I possibly can, and hope that I get an order from Macy's. And then, but then even if I get one from Macy's, how the heck am I gonna go get it if I can't leave the car anywhere? You know what I mean? So I don't know. It's definitely an interesting issue to have, and honestly, I was not expecting this. Definitely was not expecting this. I was expecting it to be packed, but for you to still have spots, like random spots, like in the middle of nowhere spots, which is where I'm looking. So yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys soon. Okay, guys, against all odds, we found a parking spot right here. We got the Dash mobile right there. Now we're gonna walk to Macy's. The Dash is on. Maybe we'll get something, maybe we won't. Let's go. Okay, guys, we're inside Tyson's, and it's absolutely packed everywhere. So far, nothing from Macy's. Just a bunch of McDonald's orders that we're not gonna do. Okay, guys, you probably can't hear me because it's super crowded, but you see that? That's Macy's in the background. We got to order like $78 or $76, 28 miles. I don't even care. We're doing it. Look at all this. Plus, honestly, I feel like if I didn't do it, all that fighting for parking, would have been pointless. Let's go.
Okay, guys, we are back in the Dashmobile, exiting the parking lot of the mall. It's super hot. I think the AC system is, it's gone basically. It was probably working overtime to try and to try and get rid of all that heat of all the people that are inside the mall, which is crazy. With all that being said, yeah, it was wild being inside this mall, to be honest. So I got 2 offers from Macy's. One was $57, which I did not do. Think about this. It was like 7 orders, $57, and it has a $2 peak pay, which, that means it really wasn't all that great, So we declined that one as I was walking. As I was walking to the mall or whatever. And then we got the one that I'm doing right now. It was showing $78, like 28 miles. I'm like, you know what? Let's go ahead and take it. And luckily, though, I feel like Macy's was prepared, so they had like a specific line just for like Doordash orders with like a little like handheld scanner, which worked out great. Unfortunately, though, I had a luggage, so we had to haul our luggage all the way back to the car, so that kind of sucked. But hey, here we are. Now, I'm not even going to tweak the order. I'm just going to do it. I think we're going to end up like somewhere near Springfield, I think. It's not a big deal. But yeah, this will put us over the $100 threshold, so there's that. We'll see you guys in a bit. Okay, guys, we got 4 orders down, 2 more left to go. It's only 4 o'clock, so we're doing great time, considering how long it took me, first of all, to find parking, then walk across the mall, get lucky with the order, stand in that line. Although, I'm not gonna lie, the fact that I had a separate line for the Dashers was great. But then I had to walk all the way back to the car with the luggage and a bunch of stuff. And it's not that I'm not being grateful for the $78, but you would think that with the $2 peak, and by how busy it seemed, and how many orders are trying to be pushed out, that it would be at least $100. You know what I mean? Because if you take out the peak from this, and it's 6 orders, it's $12 less. So it's still not a bad order, but you would think that with the peak it'd be better, if that makes sense. Now, the England USA game just ended in a draw. And I thought it was a pretty intense game. I mean, I didn't catch all of it, but from what I saw, I think both teams had chances. And I'm pretty sure by this score is that Wales is out, if I'm not mistaken, because they lost against Iran. So now the US has to beat Iran to basically seal the deal for the next stage. But yeah, so overall, we're having a pretty good day. Now, the goal is $220, and somehow, some way, that's what I did last year, the day after Thanksgiving. So that's the goal. Can we do $220 before calling it a day? I like to think so. I'm probably still gonna go live on Friday. I think Fridays is like my day to go live. I just like doing it. So we'll see. But as of right now, we still got maybe like 21 minutes until we're done. Let's go. Okay guys, we are done here with the orders from Macy's. It stayed at $76. I think I was able to put in some footage of me driving through Burke. Now I didn't realize it was gonna take me to Burke. Burke is a beautiful area here in Northern Virginia. I wanna buy a house here someday. It's not that far away from everything yet. It's really nice, not as expensive, safe area. So eventually the goal is to buy a house here in Burke, you know, at some point. But anyways, I did not realize though how far I was from Tyson's. Now this is like the outer edges of Burke before it becomes like Clifton and other areas that are further out. But it is gonna take me like 25 minutes to get back, which is okay. I didn't think it was gonna be that much, but I didn't realize how further in it was taking me. I mean, the map showed me, I just didn't realize, you know, how far in it was. So it's all good though. Now the time is 4:45, so we should be back around 5:15, if not before, in Tyson's. And where the goal is 220, right? And I think we're sitting around 112, so it's not impossible. I think we should be able to hit it, hopefully. Hopefully we can make that happen, and we'll see you guys back in Tyson's. Okay guys, we're back in Tyson's, and the traffic going into the mall is absurd. It's insane. And I've been back for a few minutes now, and I've only gotten one offer, and it was garbage. According to the map, it's very busy and it's red and all that stuff, yet no offers are coming in. At least not that worth taking. But we're definitely not going to the regular mall, to Tyson's, for anything, because it looks like it's impossible to get inside. So we're making our way here to Tyson's 2, where we normally chill, buy the Cheesecake Factory and all that stuff. So hopefully we can make some money here. But dinner so far looks like an L. But it's early, it's only 5:25, but still. So we'll see what happens. We're only going to take good, decent offers. There is no peak pay going on right now, which is fine. But I just wanted to throw that out there. Let me actually double check, because sometimes they'll throw in random peak pay at random times. Oh, no peak pay. So 625 is the threshold. We'll see you guys soon. Okay, guys, we are back in my neck of the woods here in Tyson's 2. Man, that traffic, insane. We're going to Andy's Pizza, of course. Who doesn't love Andy's Pizza? 625, like 2.5 miles. Decent offer. The traffic isn't as bad in Tyson's 2 as it is in normal Tyson's, but it's pretty bad. But we got lucky with the, they have the to-go parking, and people actually respect the signs and stuff, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully the line isn't too long on Andy's. Let's go. Alrighty guys, so we're back in the Dashmobile. The food was ready. Andy's Pizza is absolutely packed. Luckily the manager knows what I look like, so we locked eyes for a hot second, and I'm like, I'm picking up an order. He's like, oh, okay. So I went around and he gave me the order. The food was ready. Oh, and we got a free drink out of it. Got a free Coke. Shout out to him. Now we're only 2 minutes away. Hopefully it goes up a little bit, but even if it doesn't, I think Tyson's 2 is the move right now. Parking isn't really too bad, and I feel like a lot of people are going to be getting Andy's Pizza or PF Chang's, Cheesecake Factory, you know. So I think dinner should be a little bit busy, and we should be able to hit, I'm hoping, bare minimum 150 by 8 o'clock, hopefully. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off here from Andy's. It went up to $9.75, which is awesome. And then we got this one right away. Actually, that's not true. I got an order from Sakura, which is a Japanese place inside the mall, which means an automatic no, especially today. Normally, I probably wouldn't take it anyways because it's in the mall, but today, definitely not. Then we got this one right here from Founding Farmers, showing $8.75, 4 miles. It does have alcohol, and I just looked at the subtotal, $113. There is no peak pay right now, because if there was and I didn't check it and I didn't look at it, that would have sucked, or potentially could have sucked. But I think they're gonna be really packed. So I'm hoping that I'm wrong. I'm hoping I walk in, the food's ready, hopefully. If not, I'm gonna ask them so they can give me a real time about how long it will take, you know what I mean? But at the same time, before the order from Andy's, I was doing a lot of waiting. So do I wanna wait for the food, or do I wanna wait to get an order? You know, so I'm leaning towards waiting regardless, just because of the type of day that I'm having. But yeah, hopefully it works out. We'll see you guys at Founding Farmers. Okay guys, I'm happy to report that I was wrong. I walked in, not a single soul is at Founding Farmers right now. Super empty. The food was ready. Now we're only 6 minutes away, 1.5 miles. Hopefully the customer has their ID ready, because I saw their notes. It's you know, handed to me, leave at my door. Maybe they don't know they have alcohol, but I cannot leave it at the door. Sorry. So we'll see you guys in a bit. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off. Man, these people have no lights literally outside their house. Like I was like squinting really hard trying to see where I was going. But got the order dropped off. The scan, no problem. The order became $13.25, so definitely better than $8.75. And I just took this order here from P.F. Chang's, showing 5.9 miles, I think, for $12.25. I think it's 5 or 6 items, if I'm not mistaken. Most of those miles are ready for me to the P.F. Chang, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, I'm just glad the order went up because, you know, I still have, you know, a bad taste from the last order we did from Not Your Average Joe's that had a subtotal of $177, and it stayed at $12.25. But again, you know, it happens. We all got burned. Although I should have known better, to be honest, because those orders rarely go up when like the miles and the dollar amount is too close to each other. Rarely goes up. This one right here, I'm surprised it's even offering that high of an amount. $12.25, 5.9 miles, 5 items. Let me see if I can see the subtotal here. And sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Okay, this one was $101, so it's barely crossing that threshold. And if you guys have an Android, make sure you have the widget on so you can look at the subtotals. Now, it only works after you accept the order, but you can also see the items before accepting the order. You just can't see the subtotal, which still helps. Which is why I still think as trashy and as bad as the Dasher app can be on Android, that gives it the edge over the iPhone. Just the fact that we have the widget. Although, I don't know if it's gonna stay, because whenever you see, for now in my market, a shopping order with the new offer screen, the widget goes away. It only comes back after you accept the order. So yeah, anyways, we're only 6 minutes away from P.F. Chang's. I'm really hoping that the food is ready. But you know, you guys know how I feel about P.F. Chang's by now. I'm not gonna say it. It's unfortunate that they get so much business and they're so poorly run. But yeah, anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Okay guys, we're back in the Dashmobile, and it looks like things might be changing at the P.F. Chang's. I think they got what I like to call is a fixer. Now, I used to work in a restaurant for many years, and I think P.F. Chang's is someone from corporate whose job is simply to fix restaurants that need fixing, literally. So I think he just goes from P.F. Chang's to P.F. Chang's, maybe stays there 3-4 months at a time until they're back up and running as they should. Because I saw 2 new guys I'd never seen before, and one guy was simply just taking it. He was just taking it all. He was taking it all from the customer, who was just ripping him a new one, basically. And the other guy was talking to the employee, trying to figure out what was happening. But yeah, so that was good to see that there's some kind of leadership going on over there. And the food was ready. So now we're back in the Dashmobile. The time is 6:35. We got a 10-minute drive. Hopefully after this we'll be at least over 150, perhaps. Again, the goal is 220. Let's go. Okay guys, so the order ended up being, I think, $22, 23. It's on the screen, but it was good. It was definitely more than $12.25 for whatever it was shown. Then we drove back. We made it back here to Tyson's 2. Slow. They added $2 peak pay, but now it's down to $1 peak pay. And I was just there waiting, hanging out, watching some YouTube videos. And this one came along here. I actually accepted it right away. As soon as I saw $7.25, I didn't even look at the items, which is funny because once I did accept the order, I went to realize that more than half the items are not real items. Fortune cookies, silverware, you know, things like that. But luckily, the miles are really low. Like, we're almost there. The miles are very, very low, which is awesome. So I think after this, no, we're already over 150. So we're maybe stepping in here to $200. Okay, guys. So the order went up from $7.25 to $7.75, and we're sitting at $164 with 73 cents, which is actually, you know what? Not so bad. Now I have to end my dash though. I forgot, and this is on me. I forgot. I forgot that we have one of my cousins is coming from California, and I forgot that I'm supposed to pick him up. He was gonna come for Thanksgiving, but he figured it was cheaper to come the day after. So yeah, well, he's not even coming to stay with us. He's just passing by, literally. But I'm supposed to pick him up from the airport because, okay, so hear me out, okay? So if you're from this area, there's 3 major airports, really 2, okay? You're talking about IAD Dallas, which is where he's landing, and then there is Ronald Reagan, and there is Baltimore, which is BWI, which is far, okay? And because he's so cheap, it was cheaper for him to fly here and then go to BWI, which is in Baltimore, and then fly out of there. So basically, I'm gonna pick him up from Dulles to drive him to Baltimore, to BWI. So yeah, that's gonna be a fun 45-minute drive one way, 45-minute drive the other way. But that's what you do for family, right? You do dumb things that make no sense. but yeah, so we're gonna end the dash here just shy of $165. Definitely not as good as what we did last year apparently, but definitely better than the last couple days. So tomorrow will be our brand new day. Hopefully I can dash early, and I'm gonna definitely dash longer tomorrow because we're not dashing as long today. I am still planning to go live, but I guess it will depend on how late I get back from the airport and stuff. So yeah, anyways, guys, take care. Remember, be selective, take orders that make sense to you. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.